Tonight at 11, an 86-year-old Georgia widow battling cancer says she was blindsided by a letter from the VA saying her husband owed more than $56,000 years after he died.
So the letter claiming that he was overpaid VA benefits. Our Sydney Deshawn is on your side. She's been working to get answers and also learn what you can do if you ever find yourself in a situation like this one.
Well, Heather and Anthony, the family says that they were shocked and they still have more questions than answers. They're now hoping for a quick resolution. I reached out to the VA and they tell us the department will not collect any payment while they look into this.
We had a good life.
This is Betty Gurley and her husband Curtis, a love story spanning almost 68 years.
He asked me to marry him, so I said, well, I don't know. I said, we just met.
They built a life together, traveling the world, raising 5 children. As Curtis served in the Army for 2 decades, he retired in 1973. In 2023, he passed away. In 2024, their home was damaged by Hurricane Helene. In 2025, Betty was diagnosed with cancer, traveling hours for treatment each week.
It's been a heartache doing that.
Then this year in April, she says another setback she wasn't expecting.
When I got that letter the other day, I stayed in shock, I know, for about 30 minutes. I said, what in this world?
This letter from the VA claiming her husband was overpaid in VA benefits and owed more than $56,000.
Who's got $57,000 to hand out to somebody?
Her family hired attorney Jonathan Hall.
And this has less information than any demand letter I've ever received. And this is from the VA. Why now, after 50 years of him retiring, why now, after 3 years of him being passed away, is she handed a bill for $56,000?
The letter said to contact the VA within 30 days to resolve the debt. We first reached out to the VA on May 29th after we spoke to the family about their concerns. The VA press secretary said the VA is aware of this issue and has been working with the family for several weeks to resolve it as quickly as possible.
The sad thing is you've received better communication from the VA than we have.
The VA told us it is not seeking to collect any payment while it looks into the matter. But Betty says she still doesn't have clear answers.
It's heartbreaking.
We reached out to Senator John Ossoff's office. The family says his team has now gotten involved and is working to help them. We also reached out to the Wounded Warrior Project.
We have a team of accredited representatives that know the VA. They understand the legality, they understand the processes, and we can help with understanding the letter, filling out disputes or appeals, or requesting waivers.
So if you get a letter like this, here are a few things to remember. 1, the situation is more common than people think. 2, it's not always the family's fault. 3, veterans and family members have rights and options. 4, there are strict deadlines that don't want to wait on. And lastly, free help is available and can make a big difference. Reach out to Wounded Warrior Project and let us help. Betty and her family hope the VA waives the debt they claim is owed so she doesn't have to carry the stress any longer.
It's not right. I mean, you've heard how much of a toll it's taken on this family.
Now, Senator Ossoff's office says any Georgia family who may need assistance with the VA or other federal agencies can email them. You can also contact the Wounded Warrior Project. We have linked all that information to this story.